When we thought that Oba Elegushi's name would be totally out of justice for Mohbad, out of DNA, well, you'll be in for this huge, big shock. Be ready for it because again, Oba Elegushi has been fingered as the godfather. In fact, Mohbad's father is no longer holding it back anymore. He broke it down. At first, he was trying to be a little bit civil about this. He thought that the government will eventually, after so long, after many months, they will be able to come out with clarity. But now that they claim that autopsy and toxicology is inconclusive, meaning suspicious, but then it is difficult because if it is inconclusive, how then can prosecutors proceed? They will have to rely on interrogation, questioning of suspect. In fact, they will have to bring in all that are around Mohbad 72, 42, and 24 hours to his demise. Now, there is a big problem. Mohbad's father cannot do it himself. If the lawyer is to do the petitioning, the police are to interrogate. Or let us even say they will be dragged to the court. But before then, you must have substance. You must have something to work with. What about the smartphones of those that were with Mohbad? Now, out there, one or two people are saying, oh, this is the end of Mohbad's justice. The autopsy toxicology has been botched. And that's the end of it. Let us all... No! This is the beginning of it. Why? You'll be shocked at what you're about to hear. What you're about to see will blow your mind. This will let you know that this is just the beginning of it. At first, it was more of a preliminary, like it was like we were waiting on the results to see where they are heading into. Now is the real battle, the deal. Yes, now everything is open. I want you to pay attention to this one from the beginning of it till the end. I want you to hear for yourself so you will know where this justice for Mohbad is heading to. You will realize that this will not come to an end. In fact, Mohbad's father said Mohbad will not be buried. I want that to digest. Mohbad will not be buried. If Mohbad is to decay in the morgue, he said yes, until this justice is gotten. And he said he's not wasting time anymore. Now that he has realized that his enemies are set, he's also ready to go with them physically, spiritually, in whatever way. That his own son will not just RIP like that. Let us look at it. Who is Wunmi? What family is Wunmi from? How come there is so much covering up on behalf of Wunmi? This is what Mohbad's father unraveled. Let us listen and we talk more.
I swear with my mother's grave and my father's grave. Wunmi, oti shetipe. If it's going to cost me my last breath, Wunmi, you will be brought to book. Wunmi, if it's going to cost me every breath in me, Wunmi, you are coming to, you will, forget about the Godfather. Kò ní dá fún yàrá ìyá gbogbo àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn Wunmi. Látorí Ọba Elegushi kò ní dá fún. Because Mohbad the competition. Where were the police when Mohbad go to petition? Please, very dark man. You are a very big influencer, very big blogger. Very dark man, please. You don't know what is happening on social media, TikTok and Facebook, very dark man. Please don't confuse people. We are still in it. Mohbad case is still on. Very dark one. And everybody that are watching me. Am I communicating? Mohbad case is still on. The fact that they said the cause of Mohbad cannot be ascertained. Ascertained means, please, can you send Wahab Shitu's interview to very dark man? Ascertained means, ascertained means the death of Mohbad is suspicious according to Mr. Wahab Shitu. So please, it is not over until it is over. Am I communicating? We are still very much in it. Mohbad is not going to be buried. As a matter of fact, so forget it, go and bury your son. We ain't burying that son unless we get justice. Unless Mohbad gets justice. Justice for one is justice for all. We are not burying Mohbad. Let Mohbad stay there. I just keep Mohbad the one there. Okwe will affect anybody. Until we get justice, Mohbad is not going to be buried. Get that into your empty skulls and your lori buku. Mohbad. We are still very much in this case. Don't cost me life, me say Mohbad will get justice. I swear, mo fi gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ní láyé, mo fi búra. Mo ti sọ fún ẹ kí obìnrin tó àtọ̀rìn, kí ọkùnrin tó àtọ̀rìn, jẹ́ ká wẹ́n tó bá lómi lẹ́yìn ju ara wọn lọ. Wọ́n ní tí elephant méjì bá jà, Wunmi, koríko bẹ̀ ló máa suffer. Wunmi, this is your last. Mohbad is the last person you will kill and go scot-free. Wunmi, tó lè ṣánkú lójijì lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ńsìn. Ó máa bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run tá lè ṣù tó ń gbénú ẹ̀ Wunmi. Máa sọ fún ẹ pé ẹyẹ lẹyẹ ń jẹ sanra. Wunmi, tí o bá ní gbogbo ayé lẹ́yìn ẹsẹ̀, àṣírí ò ní bò. Wunmi, I am saying it to you this morning. You killed Mohbad. You killed Mohbad. And it was not you that orchestrated that mission. You did it with people that have been telling you together you want to kill Mohbad. And you killed him. But your everything you did is not perfect. It is not. Wunmi, wà ló bèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo ti sọ, mo bá má ti dá sí. Wunmi, mo bá má ti jẹ́ kí n dá sí. Wunmi, tó bá ti ṣe ti pẹ́, máa sọ fún ẹ pé Ọlọ́run tó ń gbénú mi, ó ju Ọlọ́run tó ń gbénú wa àtàwọn tó pa Mohbad lọ. Mi mọ Mohbad rí. I've never met him. I don't even listen to his song until when he died. And up till now, even if I sing his song, it's like I'm murdering his song. Am I communicating? But this is not a matter of kilo kombe. Ṣebí gbogbo ife tí yín gbọ́. I am not making money on this justice for Mohbad. Rather, I am putting in a lot financially, physically, emotionally, morally. Àbí kò tí mo sọ yìí, mental health bí gan. Tí n bá sùn ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ni, báwo lọmọ ṣe máa kú báyìí. Mi rí Mohbad o mo ní parọ́, èmi ò rókù. Èmi ò ṣe dé tó wọn abókù sọ̀rọ̀. Èmi ò rí òkú, but every time, anybody that knows me on social media will tell you all. I don't dwell on one topic for long. If I speak about it 1 or 2 times, I move. But anytime, let me shock you now. In December, I told myself, I said, Tabati Bossy 31st. I'm not talking about Mohbad's case again. That we are moving into a new year. I'm gonna remove myself. But anytime I decided that I want to remove myself from this justice for Mohbad, ìgbà yẹn nínú kan máa bí mi, tí máa rí nǹkan nípa Wunmi, àbí tó máa gbé information fún mi. I can't just keep it. Mi mọ bẹ́yìn tó kù ṣe ń feel. Olórí burúkú apọkọjáyé àtẹni tó ń gbé ọmọ àlè fọ́kọ, àwọn ló máa ní rest of mind lórí pé báwo lọkùnrin, báwo lọ́mọ ọmọ kékeré ṣe máa kú. And all fingers are pointing at Wunmi. Yet, Nigeria police messed the case up. Olórí burúkú Wunmi wá lọ bá Sahara. Ó ní bàbá ni ò jẹ́ kán rí justice. Wunmi, ó ní jèrè ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Èmi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bó ṣe jẹ́ kí bàbá Mohbad jèrè Wunmi. Ó ní jèrè tata tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Àti wá àti bàbá ọmọ yẹn, ẹ ní jèrè ọmọ yẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ká bàbá Mohbad lẹ́yìn ọkàn, ẹ ní jèrè ọmọ yẹn. Tí bá rí olórí burúkú tó bá Akamba blog, welcome. Ṣọ́mú page yín wá lẹ́ni sis, mi rí láti join. Tàbá rí oní burúkú tí ó bá sọ fún mi pé ó ń ṣépè fọmọ bí Mohbad ṣe ṣọ́kú mọ́ bàbá ẹ̀ lójú, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tẹgbẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ló ṣe máa ṣọ́kú mọ́ yín lójú. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú, ẹ̀yin wèrè ọmọlọ́mọ. Inú kò tọ́gbé Liam sì kọ́ lọ́gbé Mohbad sí. Bàbá àti ìyá tó bí Mohbad, bàbá àti ìyá náà ló bí ọmọ tààtà ọmọ àlè tó gbé dání. Tí bá rí olórí burúkú tí ẹ bá sọ pé ó ń ṣépè fún Liam, èpè pa gbogbo yín, ẹ̀yin ìkà. Ṣọmọ yín lè ṣọkú mọ́ yín lójú, kẹ́ má béèrè. Ṣọlọ́gbọ̀ yín lè kú, kẹ́ má béèrè. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ka sàrà. Inú bí mi because mo yìí ń gbéyàn bọ̀, ẹ má jẹ́ kí n waste time. Bó ni wèrè gbé sí torí mi ò tiẹ̀ rí. Kò ká. Wọ́n sọ reason ni. Ṣé wọ́n kọ full story síbẹ̀ ni? Ẹ jẹ́ ká nǹkan tó kọ ṣá. Headline lele. Ṣé ti rí máa kà fún yín. The headline says, exclusive, tearful Mohbad's wife. Tearful Mohbad's wife. Ṣòwòrẹ́ ò ní ṣí oríire. Àbájọ náà tó jẹ́ kó dépò president. So tó bá dépò president Ṣòwòrẹ́, ìkọkúkọ tó máa kọ ni. Ṣòwòrẹ́. Tí o bá dé ipò president, ṣé nǹkan tó máa kọ ni Ṣòwòrẹ́? Let me give you an example, Ṣòwòrẹ́. You were detained in Nigeria for years. You left 4 of your children or 3 of your children in America with your lovely wife. They now released you. On getting to your wife in America, you discovered that one of your children was dead. You asked for the cause of the death, Ṣòwòrẹ́. Your wife was not able to tell you. She was pointing accusing finger to other people. And she was there when it happened, Ṣòwòrẹ́. Is this how you are going to judge? You are tolori buku falano, fala. Baba were, tomu go koki to fi yen se glass. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa kà lọ. Only tearful Mohbad's wife blames father-in-law for autopsy test failure to reveal cause of singer's death. Laments horrid burial. Ṣẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bo ni ma ti rí kíní kan. Ṣòwòrẹ́ o, help me love o. Àríkà. Nǹkan tó gbé sí ni. Ibo ma ti rí kan. Nbo ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ. Link in bio. Okay, nbo ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ síbẹ̀. Ẹni sùúrù. Rí link yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan tó kọ sí báyìí. Wunmi lọ bá Ṣòwòrẹ́ pé bàbá Mohbad lòun blame ipe wọn rí cause tó pa Mohbad. Wunmi, you are daft. Àní gbogbo orí ẹ spam àti gbólókùn bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé o gbọ́n ni, ṣó gbọ́ nǹkan tí lọ́yà sọ. She's lamenting that pé bàbá Mohbad àwọn ló fa failure tí wọ́n fi rí cause Mohbad's death. Wunmi, point of correction. There is no failure about Mohbad's death. Wunmi, we are still on it. Nothing is ended. Tó yẹ pé nǹkan tí fàlà náà òpònú tó ń sọ fún ẹnìyẹn. Listen and listen good. That thing is suspicious and we are using our own pathologist to explain what is in that result. And apart from using our own pathologist to explain what is in the result, we are going to get a private autopsy. We have put the application in court. They are yet to allow us to get our own personal private autopsy. Am I communicating? So, báwo ni bàbá ṣe jẹ́ pé àwọn ló jẹ́ ká rí justice. Ṣé rí pé lórí burúkú lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ibi tó lọ gangan nìyẹn. Now, this is not the bone of contention. Nǹkan tó bí mi nínú jù láàárọ̀ ni pé ọmọ yìí ṣèkà fún bàbá ẹ̀. Ọmọ yìí ló pa Mohbad. Ó dẹ̀ ń sọ pé bàbá yìí ni. Ó ní why the horrid burial. Ó ní kí lẹ́yìn tí bàbá tètè lọ sí ọmọ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo yín for the upset time. Ọmọ ti kú. Ọmọ ti ní problem, ó ti fẹ́ kú. Látijọ́ Sunday. Sorry, Sunday. Ìgbà tó dé láti ibi tó lọ. Olórí burúkú ọmọ yìí náà ní spending sọ pé ó bàjà tán fi lọ tán fi dé ni ó lọ láṣọ ó lóun máa pa. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Wọ́n dé sílé ní Monday tán dé sílé. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Monday tán dé sílé. Spending said, and I quote, ó ní kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ àdúrà tí Wunmi ó láwọn ló wà lókè àwọn ló mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad. Ó ní láàárọ̀ Monday ìgbà tóun lọ ó ní Wunmi pé òun pé káwọn fóun ní nọ́mbà nọ́ọ̀sì Mohbad. Sorry, Wunmi pé Spending ìgbà tó ń jáde níjọ́ Monday ó ní kí Spending fóun ní nọ́mbà nọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀. Spending sọ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó lára Mohbad ya. Spending lóhun ò rí condition Mohbad òun jáde lọ ni. Ó lóhun ní kí lè tán ṣe lo Dr. Mohbad nọ́ọ̀sì Mohbad. Wunmi said, and I quote, mo fẹ́ gbé yín débẹ̀ ní kí tó gbéyàn ti fẹ́ gbé wọlé. Wunmi said, and I quote, ó láwọn ti pé nọ́ọ̀sì Mohbad ó ní kò gbé phone. Ẹ bá ní DM number 1. ẹ bá wa lọ wá nọ́ọ̀sì Mohbad. A ní ìdí àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní telecommunication. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ bá wa wo gbogbo déètì yẹn. Ṣé Wunmi make attempt láti pe nurse Mohbad? Wunmi did not make any attempt to call Mohbad nurse. Ṣé mo why? Because ó mọ̀ pé nurse Mohbad, ó mọ̀ condition Mohbad. Ẹ bá mi dìyẹn mú. Ó mọ̀ gbogbo medical history Mohbad. Tó bá pe nurse Mohbad máa mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Nurse Mohbad dẹ̀ máa mọ̀ pé kí ló ṣe bọ̀bọ̀ yìí? Kí lẹ fún? Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ẹ bá mi dìyẹn mú. Nǹkan tí ò ṣe pé nurse Mohbad dìde. Ó wá pe spending pe nurse kò gbé. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ó wá fún àwọn Wunmi ní nọ́mbà. Ó ní kán máa pè é. Wunmi sọ pé ìgbà táwọn pè é, ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Girl yẹn, nurse yẹn sọ pé òun wà ní Kútọ́nù. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin onílàkàyè ni mò ń pè o. Nurse sọ pé òun wà ní Kútọ́nù. Ìwọ tó sọ pé bàbá ló pa ọmọ tó ti ń suffer láti ìdájí òru Monday, sorry. Ó wá pé nurse sọ pé òun wà ní Kútọ́nù. Ó lóun máa dé níjọ́ Tuesday. Wunmi, máa ṣe tí ara ẹ gbọ́rọ̀ tó ń pa o. Ó mọ̀ ṣé bàbá ò bá yín gbé o. Bàbá ò bá yín gbé o. Ó gbé Mohbad ní moment yẹn kó gbé lọ sí hospital. Ẹ wá dúró de nurse títí díjọ́ Tuesday. Ẹ bá mi tún yẹn dání. Ẹ̀yin lọ́yà tẹ́ ń wò mí, ẹ bá mi máa kọ́lẹ̀. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n fi kọ́kọ́ pe nurse kó wá treat Mohbad? Irú àìsàn wo ni Mohbad ní? Tẹ́ fi pe nurse, ṣebí tó bá sick, àbí tó bá gúnpa ló máa pe nurse. Ẹ kọ́kọ́ bá mi bèrè lọ́rùn mi, kí ló ṣe Mohbad tó fi pe nurse? Number one question. Kí ni ẹ gbàgbé pé wọ́n sọ pé Mohbad ń bì. Wọ́n sọ pé ó ní typhoid. Up till now, wọ́n ti sọ nǹkan tó ṣe Mohbad fún wa tó fi pe nurse. A kò gbẹ́ pé ó rẹ Mohbad wọ́n pe nurse. Wọ́n dẹ̀ pe nurse yẹn láti àárọ̀ Monday. Nurse sọ pé òun wà ní Kútọ́nù. Ìwọ tó mọ̀ ẹ́ mọ̀ yìí sick. According to your sister Karimo àtiwọ́ náà, ẹ sọ pé ó máa ń ní skọ́nskọ́n. Ẹ sọ pé nǹkan kan ń ṣe. Àbí ẹ wá dúró de nurse títí di Tuesday. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Nurse ò tún dé láàárọ̀ Tuesday. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dúró de nurse. Why tẹ́ lè gbé ọmọ lẹ hospital mi tó bá jẹ́ pé ọwọ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé natural nǹkan tó ń ṣe Mohbad is natural. Why tẹ́ fi dé Mohbad sínú ilé? Sórí yẹn lásán ó jẹ́ kọ́lọ́pàá gbé yín ni. Èèyàn sì kò dé mọ́lé nílùú tí mo wà. Tí èèyàn bá sì tó bá dé mọ́lé tó bá kú síbẹ̀, you are in trouble.
Trouble. When I say trouble has started. You heard a little bit. There is more to come. This is deep. Like I told you, many people thought that after the coroner inquest, the demise of Mohbad, the mystery surrounding it, everything will go under the ground. And that's the end of it. That Mohbad will be buried. But Mohbad's father said, my son will not be buried. Now, imagine if Mohbad had been buried and Mohbad's mother came up with this, Mohbad is not your son. Yes, she actually said it in support of Wunmi to manipulate that woman. Do not look at how she has this disability in expressing herself. What lies inside of her is the same as Wunmi. Wunmi might be expressive in her words, but Mohbad's mother and Wunmi, they are both one and the same. I'm telling you. Do you know that Mohbad's father had to get DNA done? Yes, DNA of Mohbad's father and Mohbad himself. Because Mohbad's mother said that Mohbad is not your son. So he had to quickly get this done. He had to quickly get it done. And it came out positive. Imagine if Mohbad had been buried. How will they be able to get this sorted out? So the man knows that these people are on a journey of covering up a lot. Wickedness of the highest order. Evil all over the place. The reason why this is this complex and seems that it cannot be resolved is because there are a lot of factors that are against Mohbad. One, the police, security agents. When Mohbad's father got to the police station, if not that one of the high-ranking police officer had been called, maybe the DPO of the police station had been called to quickly send Mohbad's father out. They refused to issue Mohbad's father what is required of them to issue him. The man had to leave. Who called that police officer? Of course, they will never interrogate that police officer or investigate the call or whatever it is that might have happened. But they know how these guys, we know how they do their things. So the police rejected on a flimsy excuse, saying that they should have reported the demise of Mohbad to them before coming for police report. Now, did the police swing into action in suspicion of foul play? Why didn't you report this to us? Now you're coming here to request for police report so that you can take him to the morgue. What actually happened to this person? Well, it has all been written in the statement that Mohbad's father provided. Why didn't the police work on it? They didn't care. You see, life means nothing until it becomes the life of these so-called criminals called elites. Eventually, the police swung into action after so many days. They got to Mohbad's house. They said they have a team of these. They had gone there. They took samples of this and that. After a lot of things had been adulterated, did they take fingerprints? Did they do proper analysis of anything? We don't know what they did. They eventually came up with a fake, vague, empty narration. They said, this is our work. When we got there, CCTV has no database and it's not working, whatever it is. Whereas, from what we heard, Mohbad had this online CCTV storage. It means he could access the CCTV in his home via internet. He could access it via internet whenever he wants to. He could access it. So he had the database, the online one stored on his phone. Let us say that he needed the one inside of the house that needs no internet, that can store. All of a sudden, they said that did not exist. But they were able to get that of the nurse only. One will be tempted to wonder, what is the memory of that particular database that kept the recording, the video clips? How come it was able to keep that of the nurse that is said to come on Monday or Tuesday morning, but didn't record days before? Okay, they have given us that story. And if it is yanked off or stolen and the police don't know how to go about detecting any of this, why is it that Wunmi was not called in for questioning? That's what is bothering a lot of people. Why was she called for question? And even if she was called for questioning, from the way we are looking at it, these police officers will not do the needful, because Wunmi is the daughter of one of their own. They won't do the needful. In this case, prime witnesses became prime suspects. Prime suspects became prime witnesses. The embalmer called Darusha. I don't know how the law operates in this climb, because I don't really get it, if there is any law at all, if it's just absolute craziness. Darusha embalmed Mohbad. Does he have the right to? He said his own father was embalmed by someone who is not authorized to. So it means there is a customary practice or acceptable practice, if I might put it that way, where you can embalm. You can embalm your relatives, embalm your loved ones without reporting to the police. You can embalm them and eventually bury them. That's all. End of story. That's what they are trying to say. So police did not deem it fit to arrest Darusha. Darusha said he went to the police station and gave his statement willingly. What was it that he gave? How come the police were not bothered about what he gave? They didn't do nothing. Darusha the embalmer. Now, Mohbad's father went on a journey of getting justice. Lo and behold, Mohbad's mother jumped in again and said, you want to ruin the lives of two people that came out of me or that are connected to me by blood. That means his younger brother, Darusha, and Adura. Now, how did Adura come into this? Of course, greed is still working here. Adura has been promised money, Mohbad's money, and he wants to step into the shoes of Mohbad. Recently, he started, misbehaving on social media, claiming that he's singing and he has the same voice like that of Mohbad, and the spirit of Mohbad is inside of him, resting. That spirit will beat you mercilessly, Adura. So Adura is now the one fronting, saying that he is the one that embalmed Mohbad. Well, his father said, no problem. If that is what it is, you will be going to prison. But it is difficult for the man. It's like he lost his son. That is what they are doing. He lost his son, and now they want him to use his own hands to take the next one to prison. That's how bad it is. But it has been put on social media by Darusha himself that is the one that embalmed Mohbad. Now, Darusha said that his social media was hacked, that he's not the one that wrote that. Who gave him that idea to say that? That's to let you see how complex this is, what we are fighting against. Mohbad just came into a wrong family. I mean, so sad. Darusha the embalmer. Darusha did not come forward when Mohbad's father was accused of burying Mohbad. He didn't say, no, that's not what it is. Mohbad's father had handed everything over to me. He didn't even see the coffin. He doesn't even know the color of it. He doesn't even know the clothes that Mohbad wore. He doesn't know none of these things. He didn't say nothing. They all sat down together looking for ways of manipulating, covering up, and disgracing themselves. But as it is right now, the battle axe is right in their direction. Anyone that puts his or her head or arm or legs or any part of them will be crushed. That's the truth of it. It is so sad. So sad. Can Mohbad get justice? Yes, Mohbad can get justice. And Mohbad can get justice with our support. Because you see, it can be tiring. It can be tiring. Have you been in a situation in Nigeria where you go to the police station, you report a case and you expect them to swing into action, or you go to the court? Because the way things work, it's unbelievable. The first contact when a crime or any mysterious event, any wicked act occur is the police. They are the closest. That is how the structure is, the system is. You contact the police swing into action, they do their investigation if it's a crime, if it's a domestic thing like a civil case between two people fighting, two people fought, you the next, and there are injuries. What the police will request of you is to contact the doctor. Doctor will have to write about injuries and all of this, that, this is how these things work. So the police did not swing into action. They didn't do nothing. Darusha was allowed to move around like everything is fine. Nothing. So sad.